everyone. This is our charcoal cooler. We made this charcoal cooler because we realized that most local farmers experience post-harvest losses of leafy vegetables due to poor storage and lack of knowing how to keep them fresh for a longer time. So through the principle of evaporative cooling, we were able to create a charcoal cooler which preserves vegetables through wet charcoal, and through the relative humidity, it was able to stay fresh for more than 3 to 6 days. Let me pass it out to my colleague Cynthia.
The main principle of our project was evaporative cooling, whereby the water of which is placed directly on here drips into the cabin through a perforated pipe, therefore splashing the finely crushed charcoal with water, and then this water evaporates, causing a cool effect inside the cabin, therefore reducing the relative temperature and humidity.
The materials used to create this charcoal cooler were also locally available because we had a used water bottle, a perforated pipe, some sellotape or masking tape, pieces of timber or wood, wire mesh, finely crushed charcoal, and also an inner chamber was created so that we will be able to preserve the vegetables. The outer chamber was 75 by 40, while the inner chamber was 60 by 20. That's how we were able to create the charcoal cooler. Also, we were able to place the nails in even places and the doorknob also the charcoal cooler inside so that we'll be able to create. Wire mesh was placed around the charcoal cooler to also help in preserving and keeping it fresh for a longer time and spreading the coolness of the charcoal to the vegetable. That's all I can say for now. Let's pass it out to my colleague Cynthia.
After conducting an experiment using the charcoal cooler, we found that it was able to preserve vegetables for 6 consecutive days without spoiling. This proves that our charcoal cooler is an effective, reliable, and also financially stable way of preserving vegetables without spoilage. My recommendation is that farmers everywhere use the charcoal cooler, and that further study into the charcoal cooler will find different mediums and also increase it to a larger scale for large-scale farmers. Thank you.
The outer chamber was this outer part, while the inner chamber was the one which was supposed to keep these vegetables fresh for longer. These vegetables are now staying here for like 6 days, and this charcoal is the main medium that is supposed to help to keep the vegetables fresh for longer, while the wire mesh is supposed to be spreading the coolness of the charcoal to the vegetables to keep it fresh for longer.